Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you'll be watching this video. Now, guys, tonight, outrage is growing across the UK after three teenage boys convicted of rape avoided prison. Instead, a judge ruled they should not be criminalized unnecessarily. But what does that mean for the victims? And what message does it send to society? Now, in a deeply disturbing case from Hampshire in England, three boys, just 13 and 14 years old at the time, were convicted of carrying out two separate rapes against teenage girls aged 14 and 15. Now, according to court evidence, one victim was attacked by multiple perpetrators, another was threatened with a knife. The assaults were filmed and shared. Despite the severity of these crimes, the court handed down non-custodial sentences, meaning no prison time. The judge defended his decision by pointing to several factors: the boys' young age, diagnosed with ADHD and cognitive impairments, and the role of peer pressure. And most controversially, he stated he wanted to avoid criminalizing them unnecessarily. These sentences included youth rehabilitation orders, which involve strict supervision, curfews, and behavioral programs, not freedom without consequence. The reaction was immediate and explosive. Politicians, victims, advocates, and the public questioned whether justice had truly been served. Officials say the case is now under urgent review, with critics calling the sentences unduly lenient. Some argue this decision risks sending a dangerous message, especially when the crimes involved violence, coordination, and humiliation of victims online. For the victims, the consequences are lifelong. One girl described how she feels like she is grieving the person she used to be. Reports indicate severe psychological trauma, nightmares and emotional distress, disrupted education, even suicidal thoughts. Experts say sexual violence, especially at a young age, can permanently affect identity, trust, and mental health. And when victims feel justice hasn't been served, that trauma can deepen. But what about the offenders? The justice system, especially for youth, often prioritizes rehabilitation over punishment. Research shows that community-based sentences can reduce reoffending compared to short prison terms. Prison environments can actually increase criminal behavior among youth. Now, legal frameworks in many countries, including Canada, emphasize reintegration into society, minimal interference with freedom, and addressing root causes like trauma or cognitive challenges. But the critics argue, when crimes are this severe, should rehabilitation come at the cost of accountability? This case has reignited a global debate. Should young offenders be treated differently, even for serious crimes? Does avoiding prison reduce future crime or weaken deterrence? And where is the line between rehabilitation and justice? Some experts warn that overcriminalizing youth can lead to more crime later in life. Others argue that failing to impose strong consequences, especially in violent crimes, undermines public trust in the justice system. This case forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Justice isn't always simple. For victims, it's about recognition and accountability. For offenders, it's about rehabilitation and preventing future harm. But when those two goals collide, who should the system protect first? Now, let me know your thoughts on this subject or this topic in the comment section, guys. And as usual, thank you for listening. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like these. Thank you and have a good one.